Cristiano Ronaldo's life is the biggest roller coaster in football history. Setbacks, awards, and even losing the most important person in his life. Ronaldo had to go through all of this to get to the top. What's crazy is that, at the beginning, it all could have never happened. Ronaldo was born on the 5th of February 1985 in Lisbon, Portugal, to a really poor family. His dad, José Diniz, used to be a kitman for a local club in Portugal, and his mom just managed to get by. Add this to the fact that they lived in a one-room apartment with Ronaldo's older siblings, sometimes with barely any food to eat, and life was tough. Still, despite all that hardship, Ronaldo found the one thing he could use to escape all his troubles: football. What he didn't know was that this sport was going to change his life forever. As soon as he could walk, Ronaldo spent countless hours every day trying to get better. He was always out in the streets putting in the hard yards until one day he got his big opportunity. Local scout came along and offered him the chance of a lifetime. Sporting Lisbon was looking to bring a couple of talented kids into their academy, and Ronaldo was one of the selected few, but they still had to pass one final trial before they got in. In Ronaldo's own words, this game changed everything. On trial day, just before kickoff, the scout gave the kids a simple message: whoever scores the most goals gets picked. As soon as Ronaldo heard that, he was locked in. He scored once, but another kid on his team, Albert Fantrao, had already scored twice. In the final minutes of the game, Ronaldo and Albert were both through on goal. Albert rounded the goalkeeper, and instead of scoring into the empty net himself, he passed the ball to Ronaldo. Ronaldo scored. Ronaldo got the contract. Now that he was at Sporting, it was time to show the world just how good he really was. After scoring his first goals for the senior team, Ronaldo never looked back. He became so good that clubs across Europe started showing interest, but his biggest break was still to come. Months later, Sporting Lisbon faced Manchester United in a friendly. Ronaldo delivered an unforgettable performance. He had the entire United defense on strings, and by the end of the match, Sir Alex Ferguson had seen enough. He called Ronaldo's agent, struck a deal, and days later Ronaldo was heading to Manchester United in a $19 million transfer. At his new club, Ronaldo was tipped to become the next superstar. Sir Alex believed in him so much that when Ronaldo asked for the number 28 shirt, Ferguson refused. Instead, he handed him Manchester United's most iconic number, the number 7, the birth of CR7. But things didn't go smoothly on the pitch at first. Ronaldo got off to a slow start and was even labeled by some teammates as a kid who loved dribbling too much. To Ronaldo, though, this was already more than he had ever dreamed of. He could finally afford to take his family off the streets and give them a better life. Then everything changed. One phone call sent his entire world crashing down. His father, José Diniz, had become seriously ill. Ronaldo's relationship with his father had always been complicated. Growing up, he just wanted to be closer to him, but his dad struggled with alcoholism after years of feeling unable to provide for his family. Eventually, he developed severe liver problems. Ronaldo immediately asked Manchester United for permission to visit him. When he reached the hospital, he promised he would do everything he could to keep his father alive. But it was too late. Days later, José Diniz passed away. The loss shattered Ronaldo. It was in this moment that his legendary mentality was born. With only his mother and siblings left, Ronaldo made another promise: to become the best footballer in the world so he could make them proud. Just 2 years later, he kept that promise. The 2007-08 season was unforgettable. Ronaldo scored 31 league goals, finished as the UEFA Champions League top scorer, helped Manchester United win the competition, and months later was officially crowned the best footballer on the planet. Around the same time, he also achieved something that made his country proud. After Portugal heartbreakingly lost Euro 2004 at home to Greece, Ronaldo took his international game to another level. By 2008, he had been named captain of the Portuguese national team. Back at club level, another challenge awaited. After losing the 2009 Champions League final, Ronaldo knew it was time for the next step. That summer, he became the most expensive footballer in history. Real Madrid. Ronaldo had reached the biggest stage. Success followed him both on and off the pitch. Not long after arriving in Madrid, his son, Cristiano Jr., was born. Ronaldo chose to keep the identity of Junior's mother private, but it was clear he was ready to build both his family and his football legacy. He also had unfinished business. Before Ronaldo arrived, Real Madrid hadn't won the Champions League since 2002. He was brought in to change that. Although he won the Ballon d'Or in 2013, Madrid still couldn't conquer Europe. Then came the 2013-14 season. Ronaldo was unstoppable. He led Real Madrid to Champions League glory, broke the record for the most goals in a single Champions League campaign with 17, scored in the final in his home country of Portugal, and collected another Ballon d'Or. He was now just one Ballon d'Or behind his greatest rival, Lionel Messi. The rivalry between Ronaldo and Messi dominated Spanish football. International football, however, was a different story. Portugal had disappointed at the 2010 World Cup, fallen in the semi-finals of Euro 2012, and exited the 2014 World Cup in the group stage. Euro 2016 was Ronaldo's chance to change everything. Few people believed Portugal could win the tournament, yet they reached the final. Then disaster struck. Against hosts France, Ronaldo was forced off injured early in the match. Heartbroken, he could only watch from the sidelines, but his teammates pulled off a historic 1-0 victory. The boy who grew up with nothing had just captained Portugal to its first ever major international trophy. The success didn't stop there. Another Ballon d'Or, 3 more Champions League titles, more records. But by the end of 2018, now 33 years old and with over 450 goals for Real Madrid, Ronaldo was ready for another chapter. Juventus. He arrived in Italy with one goal, to bring Juventus another Champions League title. Unfortunately, it never happened. 3 seasons ended with eliminations in the round of 16 and quarterfinals. By the end of 2021, Ronaldo wanted out. The only place that felt like home was Manchester United. His return nearly broke the internet. After scoring twice against Newcastle United on his second debut, fans believed Ronaldo could bring United back to glory. But things quickly fell apart. In 2022, Ronaldo suffered perhaps the greatest tragedy of his life. His newborn son, Angel, passed away during childbirth. Then things worsened on the pitch. Under new manager Erik ten Hag, Ronaldo's role diminished. Tensions grew until Ronaldo released one of the most controversial interviews in football history, criticizing the club and several key figures. Manchester United terminated his contract. But Ronaldo wasn't focused on that anymore. He had one last mission: the 2022 FIFA World Cup. At 37 years old, Ronaldo knew this was likely his final chance to win football's biggest prize. He gave everything, but it wasn't meant to be. Portugal were eliminated in the quarterfinals. Soon after, Ronaldo shocked the football world once again. In early 2023, he signed for Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia on a deal reportedly worth around $200 million per year. From the streets of Portugal to becoming one of the highest-paid athletes in history, Cristiano Ronaldo has completed one of the greatest journeys football has ever seen.